wasn't Warriors, what I've been ever since I was born. At the commencement, I adore squash, beans, and corn. Lots of strings and horns over the beat, swing of a horn. Outdrum the outcome, the child of athlete is back in action. Fact, not fashion. Most y'all internet has-beens, more like commercials with whack acting. From commercial to action, I'm laughing back up to laughing. I spit man, God, civilization, John G. Jackson, like a Gatlin, the last dragon. Cosmic memory of an Atlantean. E3 technology is who I am in skin. Walking the landmass is Atlas. Some say I'm batshit crazy, but that's the masses for you. Can you blame the people? Most been trained to be feeble, tame sheeple by the evil who means to keep you cashless in the fastest society, where the vax and the mass are the blame for the dying spree. You the root race, they medieval. Eat the cheap food they feed you or read through these fools. Restorer or rebel, can't play God unless acquainted with the devil. Polarity you choose, acquainted with its level. Frequency, distance is an illusion, so please unveil the confusion. Look beyond the shadow of the late hollow years, see the far and distant lands where tomorrow appears. Put it in perspective, decision of each being the latest, most accurate vision of peace, where each one teach one to reach one, freeze one from under the trees and the stump of the impeached one. Remember, all skin folk are not kinfolk. While I hold a sword in my left hand, I write a pen to pen quotes. Word to C. Lord L. I'ma be more hell to these foreigners till they leave our air, land, and seashore and sell their asses right back across that agua. Screw y'all's dishonorable dogma. Something proper with no lube. The past 25 years I've been the son of solitude. The oil that fused my chakras is cruel. Love my people towards the evils. I'm heartless and rude. Firstborn of Inkle, the dawn of the twinkle. Twinkle little sun, I got bright and I could think too. I blink through a wrinkle in time. Rip Van Winkle and rhyme. And my shit stink too. To link you to source, yes, you rather have AI sink you. I not only know the ledge, I'm on the brink too. They wanna extinct you, your essence is viable. Crimes against humanity, your oppressors liable. They try to write on my recital, yet my presence vital as the session's title. Welcome to the seventh cycle. The heart of man is as the sun, the reception order for the divine ray of spiritual intuition descended unto man. The brain of man is as the moon, the source of human intellect. The body of man is the earthly vehicle. Let the sun impregnate the moon, or let the spiritual fire prompt the human intellect. And let the result fructify in the womb of a purified body. And you will develop the son of the sun, the quintessence, the stone of the wise, true wisdom, and perfect happiness. I teach you up. The human heart cries out for help. The human soul implores us for deliverance. But we do not hear their cries, for we neither hear nor understand. But the man who hears and understands we call crazy and flee from him. This is a call to my ancestors. Rid the land of damn settlers. Turn our signs to hand gestures. Whether we feeling the man's pressure. Some store each clan better. Planting a devil to stand the weather. It's a must we band together. Put that on Abraham and Esther. From Castilians to conquistadors. Iberians to traitorous Moors. Didn't arrive as friends to us, whether as slavers, invaders, or disguised traders. Missionaries, Islamic Christians with dictionaries. No mutual goal to coexist. Those warships in our tributaries. Military tactics to test shores. Foreigners have no respect for treaties and oath. I expect war from those who want to conquest except war. They didn't bring women during the invasions. The minds were on rape, miscegenations, the spread of mis and disinformation, which manufactured the miseducation of the soul. Carter G. Bush, Robert Taylor Holmes, Marcy and Brooklyn, projects and hoods, while we were pushed in Cali to Florida. Arlie Cushion, it's like the terrorists, never ending shipment of American Indians from Belize to the Caribbean. Gives I shot this sheriff meaning. Shut my field can be read, no book. Flows in my veins were prepared with no hook. Behind the back pass with flair, no look. This beef is rare, get fed, no cook. We're peaceful people, they call us animals. Truth of the matter, they were cannibals. Practice unclean religious rites. Evidence tangible, check the annals. I bring heat, this beast flammable. Feel free to critique this canonical. If your brain's deeply maniacal, release or get treated damnable. Used to be Hannibal, I talk black hole. Fighting the line, now the cheese back with bulk. That's big muscle drip. Up to tussle with Uncle Sam, big brother and his clique. I put that on Abraham Abraham and Esther. It's so much we band together. Plant and the devil to stand the weather. Sound strong, each clan better. Whether we feeling the man's pressure, turn our signs to hand gestures. Rid the land of damn settlers. This is a call to my ancestors. Based on real life. It's nothing like the old school. High vibrations is what it feels like. It's nothing like the old school. This goes way back, before I was knee deep out in them streets gangling. Like the prison and that old crazy mess. This is what really makes me me, y'all, at its core. So check it out. I arrived in 1970, August 14th, to be precise. Eldest son, firstborn of 5, alive as the Christ. Had sunny days, just like I had spooky nights, which accounts for my old lows and my newly heights. Childhood, not of the norm. Excellence, how I perform. Deep down, I was mad, that's why now I bring the storm. Memorize Psalms and other passages of scriptures after learning the Quran to fend off the jinn's whispers. It was like my mother and father tried to hide us for the Pontius Pilates, Kiheras, and other outsiders. No celebrating holidays, kept away from ungodly ways of playing games, calling names the cost of what folly pays. I'm saying you wouldn't believe such discipline, wishing to make friends with the neighborhood children. But it was like wish again from early on was taught I was different, not better, just gifted. There's a big difference. Had telescopes, microscopes, chemistry sets, books, maps, paints, carpentry tools, wrote poems not yet known as raps. Learned alphabets and mathematics from my mama. Learned meditation and martial arts from my father. Watch my uncles create music, so I beat drums. Play keyboards with my dad, the guitar he strummed. Didn't consume pork nor beef. I would eat plums, not knowing this was part of who I would become. True story. This is based on real life. It's before all the jail feel nice. The genius within me, the angel of light. High vibrations, it's what it feels like. True story. This is based on real life. This before all the jail feel nice. The genius within me, the angel of life. High vibrations, now around it feels like 1982 was no longer separated from the outside world off the porch. Yep, I made it. First noticed her standing in my b-boy stash. Leapt at the chance and began to break dance on wooden floors. I got sore from the workout. It was me, Chili T, my man Shabazz Muhammad, and Phil G. When I met her on 93rd, next Jeffrey Manor, master of all crews, was written on my banner. The manner of my approach, yo, I rocked her. World with backspins, atomic flares, and helicopters, hella proper. Guys that were awesome, tried to get fresh up at Basma and on commercial. Attempted to test a bus moves on linoleum. Loved her on cardboard. Roughed it off on concrete with combinations I had stored. Poured my heart into her around the time I met Dula, Yusef, Rashid, Stony Island Park, CVS, Schooler, Battleground, found passion. Another element turned my heart into graffiti, evidence of being present. Taggers united together, network of writers who most times put all-nighters. True riders, 1987, we were kings of the line. Won the epic war with sass on the damn rhyme. My guys, Dickie, Tron, advanced plain sound advantage. I do this for you and the true TUT clan is the bandits. True story, it's based on real life. This before all the jail feel nice. The genius within me, the angel of light. High vibrations, that's what it feels like. True story, based on real life. This before all of jail feel nice. The genius within me, the angel of life. High vibrations is what it feels like.
True story, nigga.
Let's clear greatest up. I am the great matriarchs, give to America, rare, uncut, sun-complected, yet deemed wretched of the earth. Though my old blood's majestic, shall it shed the most rejected. Nevertheless, check the record of my birth. Never read a book for knowledge of myself. The silence I felt, not from wildness of wealth, but from rawness of my breath. I receive meditatively. My mother and father educated me. I often think creatively. I've walked through a few schools of thought that truth is art and has no cause, yet the cause of everything falsehood is law, yet the manifest of right. What's in darkness comes to light. These words Timothy didn't write, they didn't quite shit well with a gang of y'all. When it comes to fiction, hell, truth is stranger, y'all. I came to y'all to bring the fault of a government that's been de facto and the enemy of so-called black folks. I make sure being realistic and admitted. How's it we run out of shit from go defiant now cryptic? Y'all complicit in spirit with the metaverse, metaphysics also makes me America's curse. I'm not in competition with men or women. I'm defending my household from those who are pretending garbed and skinned the same as us, taking up the same name as us, who attempt to claim the same reign as us. Y'all be satisfied with societies like Westworld, who Bernard's really Arnold. Dolores is your best girl, universal soldier. Our robot is now the task force. The vast passport is on its own crash course. With or without y'all, I'ma own my role and bring fire upon them. That's on my soul. Y'all waiting for the Galactic Federation to come save y'all. Another United Nations site up to further enslave y'all.
This primordial realm on Tiamat, she has some younger children in a nutshell. One by Mardu, which is known as Mardu in one mythology, which is known as Mardu in another mythology, which is known as Yahweh in another mythology.
Get it, Papa? Who's that? Get it, Papa?
She had these younger gods. And which one of her and one of her consorts called Kingdom, which was one of her earliest sons and her consorts. She went to war with them. And they went to war with Tiamat, and these primordial gods, this primordial god was defeated by her son, Mardu, Zeus, Amun Ra, or Yahweh, or any of the male deities. So that male deity destroyed the mother principle.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? I just hit the stop and it still wants to play. But anyway, what's going on, y'all? I'm going to pull up something right quick. I want to make sure I pull up the right thing. Let's see if it'll pull it up. Because it seems like it's been hiding this stuff. It's not pulling it up. Thank goodness I still have it. I know that when you share stuff, you can always tell certain individuals they watch, which they really shouldn't if they weren't too stupid. But thank goodness they are. I gotta pull this up. I don't think it's pulling it up. Monotheism. I'm going to talk a little religion, just a little bit, but we're going to speak on some other things. And I'm going to show you how a certain group of individuals, the energy from the converts and a certain group of individuals have fooled the world and they have lied. The problem's bigger than that. I would love to see some light-skinned brothers come in here and speak, but they have some ignorant, arrogant fear. And I'm really getting tired of it. Oh, here we go. I think I spelled it wrong. Yes, I got it. So, first, And I don't mind saying it. Right now. I don't really care about no ads. There's no need for slang and swearing. Yeah. So my baby girl, it was the first time I seen her really getting busy. I guess she's getting tired of a lot of this nonsense, and I can't blame her. And that's why I said I have to take baby steps, because I was asleep, y'all, and I woke up and I was like, I really feel like climbing upstairs and going to bed. It's not what you think it is. But I still don't really sleep a lot. People will sit there going, 20, 30 years, and I've had weeks that were sleepless. And and when I say these to doctors, it's like some grand experiment. They think they did it. And instead of doing the right things, they continue to do the wrong things. And that's why I always say it's important that it's not just for y'all, that it's important to make a choice. And y'all are stagnated and pacified. You are. But this is for them who watch too, in their arrogant ignorance. Remember, nobody else brought this to you. When I said this 25 years ago, people said that I am absolutely lunacy. Yet, I never really watched, what's that guy's name? Jordan Maxwell. I listened to some of his material before, and he got to live pretty old. I think he still may be alive. I know he was alive in 2022 and 23. I don't know. I don't follow him. I listen to Manny P. Hall because he breaks things down, the esoteric, you know what I'm saying, and other individuals. And how did I learn about Manny P. Hall? I surprisingly, he was here, but I learned about him when I was in France and Scotland. Edinburgh. I've been to other parts of Scotland, but Edinburgh is where I was, in Germany. I got to sit down with ex-Waffen-Staffel or SS soldiers, and they were surprised that people over here didn't know that there were Germans who were melanated fighting on the side of Hitler. That's why I say these individuals, and they believe the number, it fluctuates between these converts. When I told you 87% is what I was going on based on 20 years ago, of these Jews who are European and other individuals, and this is not even including the Ethiopians and those individuals who are perverted, like a lot of melanated people here who are pretty dumbed down. Quite a handful, sadly. And they're coming around, but I'm also aware of my audience. Very much so. These individuals, in learning the language of Yiddish, which is not Hebrew, it's just like the English language, the game that's played when they taught you this language in school. The purpose of it is just like the earring, based on Saturn, or the ring. You see what I'm saying? Because when you do, and somebody brought this to my attention, and I says, well, if he was talking about that, well, this is old news. I said when I got married to these two women, it was based upon their religion. So I didn't want to marry them that way. I don't even believe in the word marrying. I think it's an absurdity. It's nonsense. When two people are meant for each other, they come together and they procreate. Bottom line, it's just the way it is. That's natural. But yes, you're all running around talking like I got married, I got a marriage certificate. You don't even belong to each other. Certificate to be with each other? The ownership of that, and it's all based in fiat. How many of you got a birth certificate? Oh, tell me what it says about your mother's name. Does it say mother and father, like mine? I'm not a U.S. citizen. I'm not. How the hell could I be a U.S. citizen? People say, well, when you're in the military, look, I had to sign things, right? And I didn't give away nothing. I'm saying because I never gave it up because I never owned it. Are you a U.S. citizen? Yes, based upon America. And there were times when I wrote that and it would be whited out and then a copy was made. And I was like, nope, but I know what I say. I always knew what to say. See, I don't know what this U.S. shit is. This government, who remembers me saying, if you want to go back a couple hundred videos saying, this president and vice president is of a corporation, is not of this land. We had kings, we had our own emperors, we had queens, we had khans. These idiots don't make laws. There's 2 constitutions. I expressed that to you. These police who are stupid move in a manner that has nothing to do with the Republic of fucking America, which is the 50 fucking states. When you have people dumb enough and they can procreate and create more dumbasses, and then you have the few who are put to control the minions. I'm grateful for the ones that I know in costume. That's why I say I know good guys, and I know guys who read and who stand for something. You will never see a cop with 1776 walking up to you like you do in Phoenix, Arizona, talking about, you're too close. You can't record this. And all of their emotions and feelings don't know the first goddamn don't know the first thing of the Constitution or the second, third, fourth, fifth. Don't know nothing about or the Bill of Rights or how it was created or the truth of history. No, what they do is they, not in the martial line, they look for these perversions. Just like they do throughout all the system. And they indoctrinate these individuals who are lost. Oh, you thought I was going to say something hateful. No. And they act upon it because, sadly, there are a lot of bad people in the world. Is it their nature? No. But are they inducted? Well, we got inducted into the Hall of Fame, inducted to the Oscars. What's that thing called? The Nobel Peace Prize? Didn't Henry Kissinger, who lived to be 100, didn't he get the Nobel Peace Prize? Well, it's funny. I have this book, and it's upstairs? No, it's in the tote. I bought it around 19. We read it when we was in the military. So, 1923, former U.S. Secretary of State Henry Kissinger had his hands in on everything. He was a gatekeeper. Quoted by Monica Jensen Stevenson, "Kiss the boys goodbye." Y'all ever bought that book? Well, this is another book I'm waiting on. This is supposed to that's supposed to be an original, but what I was looking at, so I ordered it. So I think the 2 are a little different, but it's published by a different company. So we'll see when I get it. I'll compare the 2. I'll dig that one out. It's old and man, I think I was drinking coffee at the time. Coffee stains and honey bun glizzy, well, it's a long time ago. Anyway, and they tried to deny this, but this is a fact. I read it in the book. So Dutton, 1990, page 97. Citing the final days, Woodward and Bernstein, Simon and Schuster, 1976. Military men are dumb, stupid animals to be used as pawns for foreign policy. It's in there. And he stated other things that this fake corporation wants to lie to you about. Okay? And they'll say, what's that about religion? Isn't he supposed to be a Jew? I have no problem saying they're fraudulent, because they are fraudulent. We don't see this is what these little goofies who are tasked with monitoring stuff and doing dumb things don't get. You don't fuck with those of us who know better. But they're too stupid. See, this is because they feel like all out war and they're gonna have their gods, well, not gods, but their things here. I'm not here to give their names or anything. But I broke one down to you because I still see a lot of these so-called Hebrews still calling about Yahweh, Yahweh, and all this other bullshit. In Genesis. Let me pull this up so I want to source it. So, https www.goabroad.com. Yiddish has traditionally been written using the Hebrew alphabet. However, there are variations including the standardized Yivo orthography that employs, we're not going to get into it because Yiddish is not. But the very first topic, and you can see right up top, the very first topic, Hebrew is a Semitic language, a subgroup of the Afro-Asiatic languages spoken across the Middle East, while Yiddish is a German dialect which integrates many languages, including German, Hebrew, Aramaic, and various Slavic and Romance languages. I told you they finished creating it in 1939. You think I'm kidding? Just like our beloved Navajo brothers and a few other tribes you don't know nothing about because you don't study about it. Their language is still in progress because these languages are new. They're to encapsulate, pervert, hide history, and to lie, and also to take energy, because what did I say about your breath? It being what? A vibration, a frequency. And for some reason, because your body, even though it's being tormented, tumors and cancers being hit with frequencies and everything, okay? No, the pulses haven't been as strong as they can be. I felt that in the military. All right, when they tested that crap on me and a few of my brothers. It's just brothers out there. And while they're slowly killing you, okay, this is still pretty damn natural. That's why they have the music industry in Hollywood, because that voice coming over, they don't have to. 440 mitigates certain different things, just like the 808s. Boom, boom. When you're listening to The Thing or, you know, Aliens or whatever, right? That has an effect. It's caustic to your, and they've studied it. When your people were running around attempting to fit in and this, that, and all these other things. So, Hebrew is a Semitic language, a subgroup of the Afro-Asiatic languages. Not one of those individuals is a true Semitic. All the ones that are, they're hybridization. I don't like the word hybridize, but they are. And they themselves don't even know, because they want to fit in with the get along. Come along, get along. Come on, get up, bro. You know, come on, cowboy. And most of the light skins won't come over here and have a conversations because they're too stuck in that fictional world, because even they're warlike and they don't even know it. Who are the Berbers, right? Oh, this is all religious. Berbers. I get tired of that word. Not barbers, you idiot. A member of the indigenous people of North Africa, the Afro-Asiatic language of the Berbers, there are several different dialects. Some of them, for example, as Tameshk, are regarded by some scholars as separate languages. First of all, when they do this in Oxford, and you know we created the Oxford, right? This is a hijack by these fake Jews to put North Africa, to which never existed. This is the perversion of how they move. And you better believe they have been tapping and touching things that shouldn't be tapped and touched. But because you want to sit there talking about in Genesis 1 and God created, excuse me, that's BS. It says El, which is plural, means many. God said, let's make them in our image. But because they struck many things away and removed many things, most of y'all have a hard time. And all you Moors, I get sick and tired of y'all with you. I'm not hating you. And if you change your name, I understand. I get it. It's much mad love and respect to you, brothers and sisters. But you have been misled. It's Elf, Elohim, meaning them. Yet, y'all still want to run around calling out this idiot because of the lie. Yaldabaoth, or Yaldabaoth, or Yaldabaoth, I believe. Yaldabaoth. And I forget when you say it faster. It's one word. It's weird. I don't want to say it and give it energy. Okay? In the Archonic Scythian and Ophite systems, y'all need to know who we warred against and how we betrayed one another based upon not just looks, but those who were still tapped into them. You don't have to believe they don't exist. They know you do. That's why they must eradicate you. So you can want to believe in anything, which I don't know what belief is, because that's another fractured nocturnal beast of a situation I just don't accept no more. Either you know or you don't. Yahweh is regarded as the malevolent demiurge and false god of the Old Testament. And Saturn is not a planet. How many of y'all looked up how many names of Satan are there? Did any of y'all take that practical lesson I gave you and say, let me go and see for myself? I said here in the whole video and read out, I don't know, about 30 names, and I just wasn't going to sit here reading all something 6 figures. And then when I told you about the organ, how many tones it makes, nobody even lost their head and go, wow, yes, frequencies heal, regenerate your teeth, can grow a new eye, can grow new fingers. Especially in an off-white crystalline-like chamber to which all of ours were destroyed and misappropriated. Sanskrit. How many of y'all pay attention to Sanskrit? How many of y'all have any idea about what's really going on? I said I have no problem with people who get into religion, but they're fake. It's not that they're not from truth. They have been so perverted. Oh, hey, thank you, Sarah. What's going on, Mama? Y'all just popped up. I gotta hit the thing because it doesn't. Y'all, I don't know what's going on. I guess maybe they knew I was gonna be talking. Thank you, hon. Appreciate it. Tap there while I handle affairs here at my house and join us. Oh, appreciate it, hon. Tariq, what's going on, Peters? What's going on, beloved? Appreciate the super chats, I really do. But y'all can still give to the so I didn't even check it, y'all. I was gonna check it. I was like, nah, they probably ain't give nothing. I'm not gonna mess with it. You know, I know some of y'all on that 2 weekly or one. I don't know how you get paid, and I ain't trying to break the piggy bank. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate that, hon. Herbo, I want to shout everybody out. Delusions, I called him. T. Hines, what's up, beloved? I don't see my mom. Where my baby girl at? Anyway. So a lot of people still want to hold on to these things, and I don't have to go and look at Jordan Maxwell. I don't have to talk about Manny P. Hall. I've been to places, I've done things, and some things I should not have. I've seen walls with the remnants of things that Anyway, I've been a witness to quite a few things in my travels. And because I was supposed to be there. Never partook in no foolishness. Don't have to. And I always knew there was power. I just didn't have an understanding of it. Because you got to remember, my biological attempted to kill me. Dumb, pretty smart. But what you don't know is many of our family members made a deal with the devil. Per se. I don't like this term devil. I think it's stupid. It misleads you and misrepresents the truth of your existence. That's why I'm grateful that Baby Girl Slaughter is reading The Secretion of the Sacred Oil. There's a lot of things that y'all need to be able to bring in and internalize. But you don't have to be all phobic about it. You need to allow yourself to breathe for the first time. You know why I like ToLU'S music? Because though I'm 7 years, 4 years a senior? No, I'm a little older. He's my timeline. He's part of that X generation. And I don't think y'all get X means the last. The last that can actually do something. And it was meant to get rid of you, and you didn't understand it because you don't get the riddles. You don't grasp what's really going on. And people want to hold on to religion because there's so much information out there that will keep you spellbound. Do you know what spellbound means? If you're going to walk in it, you better find every artifact or every piece of information you can. And even that won't be enough. You have to have recall. You have to change. You need to fast until you feel this fictional death. And have no fear. You need to walk the razor wire edge. You need to take a leap of some fictional faith to step back into your truth of existence. And in there, you will see mass confusion. You will see things that will be destructive. You will recall things you have no parlay with, but it parlays with you. You have been pacified, nullified, and in their sanctification. You are not walking in your truth. None of you. And those who are, that doesn't apply. Without, let me say least. That's obvious. And for those who are, when they speak of something, don't shoo them like the shoe fly. Yeah, somebody say, you crazy. Y'all wasn't making no shoes. I says, we're the original shoe cobblers. And who you think came and took over the jobs and put these, they want to know, these cats weren't fighters. They put these bastions to start lynching and murdering our people of these stores who didn't have to be around the populace when all these wars were going. They were right there, handfuls. So they were easy to kill. And then them fake Gujars were painting another story. I know it's hard for you to accept it. I'm not seeking you to accept nothing. I'm asking you to do the research, to walk with me. Walking with me, I'm asking for you to have a little self-dignity, to have a little self-enlightenment. Sharing stories, nobody's ever wrong. But we have a situation where men have been feminized, and women think they're masculine. So I will talk and speak, vibrate on a different level that is masculine. Well, when I do comedy, part of our hearsay was to imitate our women who were a powerful people. Now they're broken because we are not protectors. It's a difference. Power, protector. And they both Ming. There's no 50-50, 1 over 60-40. They're 100 and 100. They Ming because it's meant to be. That's why you have 20 women giving energy and power to this power to this beast of a machine that can wipe down mountains. But here you are, you can't even fathom walking on glass. They've slowly incorporated synthetics. You need the clarification from somebody who practices all your cultures. You need the acceptance of them. Don't have hate for these melanated sisters who feel like they have to find somebody else in another world because of these passport brothers. All they're doing is sowing their roots because they are just as lost as everybody else. They're supposed to be here with the sisters making many a babies. Do you know? And I shared it, and most people have a hard time with it, and my boy Big Jurors had to reshare it with me, and I talk about it in my old videos. And that's why I'm so against this fictional thing. The reason why I'm reading the Negro Project is because every time y'all have an abortion, you make a damn sacrifice to Moloch. Y'all shouldn't be mixing your frequencies with mentioning Sexy Red. How dare she? She's going to suffer. Or the other one, Red China, and all them other ones. Even Black China came out and told y'all a little truth from her days when she was showing her booty and everything. Now she's a grandma. That's why I say be careful. Even the people out here who steal a car. You don't want to kill somebody because that same individual 10 to 20 years who might fight a war and be a savior may turn around and be the very one who has the answer to a problem that most of us or you couldn't figure out. No, I'm not talking about the ones that walk out there chasing a woman who was given a police separation. They go out there and gun them down in the middle of no. They've made their bed. They are everything incorporated with the system of lies and deviation. That is not for you. It's not for you to sit on those places of the corporate entity. As I stated, all the system they have is a perversion, and those who partake in it have given over. It's not to be your focus. Because even in thought, you give energy. That's why it's important for meditation with open eyes. Because meditation done wrong can usher in some very bad things. And meditation isn't what you think it is. It isn't sitting here with your heart chakra, keying in on your lung, liver, and all that, and holding one. And no, I do that because I know how to. And I'm not asleep. I pick a void. I go into that void. I pull up memory. Like flip a deck. I go to a certain situation. I call upon it. And I look in the dark place where there's nothing but light in that dark place because I can see the dark. So therefore there's light. And I call upon someone. I rationalize with reasoning. And I force myself to couple it with the truth of what they call paranormal. The reality of the situation of my thought and the congestion of the dream I had that I don't postpone, but I deal with automatically. So in that form of meditation, I seek, I walk, I move through it until I have a clearer sight, a better view. Should I be there or should I shut the door forever? And in doing that, something happens and fires off. Something that responds to my body. Who remembers the certain chants? And I only use 3. I use Kram, Cham, and Ram. Could it be given energy to Isis and Ra and El? To this fictional group of a certain entity? Satralina? To Ra? Amun Ra? Raman? What? And El? Of them? You think the creator of creation wants you to know its name if you can't find it within yourself to know you? Do you think that it needs a name, an existence, an ergo why I am that I am, without you realizing who you are, that you are the grand I standing? No. You want to take everything they did because of some sold out Negroes. You want to fashion yourself onto something without even being able to teach that we did all these things. I'm the first one that told you about the inventions. Nobody else was telling you. I worked at Thomas Edison building. I met 2 of the oldest surviving brothers who worked there, and who was the ones choking me up saying, Thomas Edison was a Negro, and he was one of them whitewashed ones, and that's the terms they were using. And when they showed me their pictures and said, yeah, they didn't invent nothing, I was like, holy. And then they started talking about who invented this and who that one and that one. And they used to have these people coming from Germany or whatever, and out of New York with it. Fake Jews, the pilgrims, set themselves up. How they established the fake Lincoln, eradicated our history of the true Lincoln and brother, who made a deal with the devil and attempt to pull out. And they shot him down just like they did another president during the World's Fair who didn't want to destroy the great world here, knowing the truth of it. That's why they have to say Asiatic when they say, we're going to take Asia, we're going to take that way, we're going to give it to these people that conquered your lands in so-called New China, I said Cathay, and all these other places. We're going to give that to them. We're going to hide your history because we're the only ones that can fight them things. But this is what shows that the pale skin, the light skin, the so-called white men, the only ones that were like us were from us. And today, they're in confusion as well. And the other ones, these are a bastion of people who have no idea, a clue about who they are and their truth. This is not hate, this is education. This is language that is not even legalese, some things particular. But see, the new narrative of this fake bastards is, not the truth. They think they're going to win and succeed. They've already doomed themselves, so I guess they might as well play it out, but they have no idea of the ride they're in for. Maybe go Slaughter, hey. What's going on, sister? How you doing, mama? You know what I'm saying? It's good to have y'all all up in here. It really is. And I know some people can't stay. I know it. I know people don't want to hear this kind of stuff, especially if it ain't doing like the little acts I was doing when I'm going balls to wall, cussing and all that other goofy stuff. But when you call things for what it is, right now they have murdered. You know how many people they murdered in Palestine? These frauds. Do you know how many people from here, from the police force, and they went over there to serve? These fake ass Jews over here who come back, put the costume, and run out here, want to shoot little 13-year-old boys and put knees in backs of people and cause them to die. These fake, and yet y'all sit there and you still don't know how to come together. You still want to be all sparsely separated, thinking, "Oh, this is enough." You don't even have a clue how things work, nor how to move. And you have no idea. Now, I didn't come to stop anything. If it was the other side of me a little not too long ago, I'd be probably joining in with them. I came for balance because it is so unbalanced. Things are going to happen. Things are going to happen. There's no way around it. And a lot of y'all was real stanky, you know. I'm not beating you up. A lot of you were real stanky in your thought and your process. This is accepting everything doled out to you. Not existing as you was, but you didn't hear me when I was saying chemical lobotomy. Self-will runs riot. One of my greatest poems. You didn't want to hear any of that, especially the individuals that follow him on Facebook. They said, "Wow, Rankin, he's a poet, but he done lost his mind." What don't mind don't matter, right? So why would people give energy from something that happened to me without knowing what they're doing? But all they did was, because they don't really know me, was they were feeding me energy. Anywho, right? They were self-demoralizing themselves. Then when I started saying autochthonous, and the Navy told me to shut up. Betty Elsa Branch, you can't be using that language. What the fuck? Y'all know what oath I said? I knew what to say to him. I ain't no U.S. citizen. And I don't have to expect being a freeman either. I'm here to serve and I volunteered. It didn't mean I gave up rights. I said that's why we had the UCMJ. I make the right decisions. And y'all power struck because you got people that want to brown nose you and kiss your boot and all that other stuff. No, man, y'all got me twisted. And then they realized that. In the little meeting, they were like, okay, he's different. He said, did y'all read the UCMJ? Do I need to go run through the orders? My first general order, do I need to run through that? And they just looking at me like, okay, Elsa Branch, we prefer that you really didn't discuss those things. Tartary. I says, well, I'm visiting all of it. While y'all getting drunk. And y'all run up behind us because y'all causing problems and we the only ones that actually know how to fight. If any of my guys who serve with me come in here, you open your mouth and you tell the truth. I'm not hiding and saying some made up stuff. When two boys in that red truck that night found out, me and Derek was walking in the parking lot in Jackson Beach at the barracks. We was heading out to go pick up 12-pack of beer. Good old boys in a red truck. I don't know, 3 of them. Got out. Hey, what y'all doing? I said, was this some boys from Company C? Stop, what the? Derek slid one up under the truck and I kicked one up under the back exhaust pipe. And the other one took off running. And I mean, whip. They had the right ones. Hell, I've been already studying Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu before it even became a wholesale thing here in America. Oh, whatever they want to call it. You know, I have another name. This is the Republic. And you can say America, if that's the word only word you know. I call it Atlantis, the remnants of it. It doesn't change because we move, because of a great catastrophe. Because they blew up major buildings and Parthenons and everything else they want to call it that. It doesn't change nothing. It doesn't change you because a bunch of ignorant people who are set here, Ponzi schemes and identities of running their mouths, arguing and fighting. It doesn't stop nothing. And the cowards mitigating other terms, well, we'll see when I mitigate my terms standing over there. Yeah. When they realize they're not getting what they thought they was going to get. What do you think Henry Kissinger is right now? You think he was taken away to another land and given an extension on life? No, he's already being held responsible. Y'all just have no clue. So let's let the fake Bidens and the Barry Obamas and all of them just do their thing. No. I'm sorry. Come on up, Buck. Come on up. Come on up. Come on. He's talking. When my energy fluctuates, he runs up under me. Literally. He's scared, but at the same time, he feels very safe. Yeah, Papa. Come on. Here, I'll tell you what. Put this right here. We got to call Teacher too, okay? And let him know. And I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to watch Fallout. It's a pretty interesting movie. It's on Prime, I think. Is it on Prime? Fallout, I guess from the game. Pretty interesting. Somebody shared it. I looked at a little part and I was like, what is this? It says, that's Fallout. And I was like, okay. Wow. And I says, wow, they're not painting a pretty picture. Great game, serious, is it? I never played that game. I don't know. Maybe I should purchase it, but I'm going to watch it. It's a series, I guess, it's playing. I don't know. You know, so until Halo comes out with its next season, I'm going to watch it depending on what's going on, because you know they got the next Iron Man coming out. Things that I like because I can read the movies. They always tell themselves, but they tell you beforehand because it's written somewhere. It's actually written somewhere. Most people don't read, so they don't look at the comics or this, that, and other, and they can't formulate how they may put a spin on it, or they don't follow, you know, upcoming movies, you know, trailers and stuff like that. I'm not big on the entertainment thing because that's an energy based on a false deity. If you look up entertainment and look at what a deity it may mean, I'm just saying. And it's surprising that most people don't know these things. The information is in you. The information is really in you. Yes, they tell us before they execute, but I do watch certain movies. Good. Let me, oh, I hear it. Hold on. Hello, Papa. Even, the fan, I can hear it. It's making a mess. Woo, child. Got it in time. I got you in time, baby boy. Yes, sir. Woo, child. That's my carbs I'm actually making for tomorrow. I'm actually making my semolina, garlic and olive oil, and kind of a watered down version of a tomato sauce. Because if you're not careful with what you eat with tomato, especially the skin, it really can act with you. It can flare up your arthritis. Depending on if you got a lot of omega-6 in you, you don't really want that. That's why I always tell people it's better to rub black seed oil over topical, and your body will absorb, convert what it needs, and get rid of what it doesn't. Anyway, so yeah, I like to watch a lot of those things. I used to have a big collection. I had the original Image comics, the Black Horse. I gave them all away. And some people are going, man, are you kidding? Even my stamp collections from the 1970s and 80s. People are going, you talking about six figures, yeah? So that shows me what's important to you. They got you, huh? So your mind is not right. You see why I test y'all? You know, I prefer to buy books, and I appreciate everything. I know what can last. Now, when boom, 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 boom starts happening, well, some things get destroyed. That's why it's important to take notes, mental notes. You don't have to do mental gymnastics. Sometimes we forget that there is a way of communicating, and most people feel a certain way, and it has nothing to do with the truth. They get feelings hurt, and they get emotionally bent and twisted, and for what? Because you forgot what a woman is supposed to sound like, or what a man's supposed to sound like, or how they're supposed to carry themselves. See, this is where we get into that. We embark on this treacherous road they paved before you. You don't have to be on that road. Ergo, the reason why I always say you have a choice. People are so busy attempting to figure things out. And who remembers me saying this? You're not taking the time to figure you out. That's giving away energy. And these things love it. It shows that they've got you. But when they come, you ain't going to be able to do nothing. You don't know how to do nothing. You didn't even make an attempt. I never used the word try. Try and stand up. So what was the trial in that? You know what a trial is for, right? You can be found guilty or innocent, right? It go two ways. Well, see, when you make an attempt, there's no mistake. I can put it off and give it another attempt later. You never try again. You make better attempts. You practice or you put it away until you can come back to it and you make an attempt elsewhere. Hell, you see them idiots attempt to rob the bank? They tried themselves. And they were found guilty because their actions weren't natural or righteous. It was, you render on the Caesars what is Caesar's. Why would you want to take from them when it has nothing to do with you? The purgatory of the mind is a very deep abode. And because people don't get the fundamental mathematics of it, they have themselves doing mathematical cartwheels when math ain't that serious. I know. Us light-skinned folk, we crazy. We're all just different shades of brown, beloveds. That's the only time you'll hear the word love in my mouth, beloved. Other than that, we're eternally bonded. You just have not accepted. So therefore, you will stay in the wilderness, running around like a big-ass knucklehead. Your place and position was always to ascend, to become more than what you ever was. Because when you came into this world, you was the light bearer. You just don't know that. So while your light is dim, but a gleam. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna go. You know what those fake magic people talk about? We're gonna glamour them. The second place, right? Vampires look into your souls. And women, before you know, you're stuck. And men, sadly, that's that GMO shit, but you know what I'm saying. You're supposed to ascend. They did everything to shut you down when you came into this world and perverse you and then feed you to you. When you look into the face of your brethren and your sister, you look into the faces of the true gods of existence. If you want to use that term, for lack of better words. You're a sentient. You're not man nor woman. You're sentient. Your existence is beyond what you can even expect. Who you think created you? Somebody that looks like you. Who do you think gave them that body? Aren't we in existence of the mind? Don't we walk upright? Don't we move forthright? Through and through? Now, if you want to tap into something else, you go right ahead. Those things that have manipulated you, they've been manipulating you from the beginning, right? Shooting you up with all kind of crazy crap, making up narratives about certain this, that, and disease. They keep popping out. It seems like there's a whole bunch of them popping out of nowhere all of a sudden. And at this agenda at the same time. Oh, en contraire, mon frère. What is really going on over here? But nobody wants to see it. Nobody, because they got you scared. And you ain't got nothing to say. I just want to be on here and hit some likes and I want to comment and save some stuff. Nigga, no self. No of self. Stop playing the game. That game stinks. You ain't going to win that game. They come and they run, boy, don't they? They come and they run. Who's they? They can't handle it. Yeah, I know. I gotta go on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Thank you. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I'm here doing what, you know what I mean? You know, let me stop. I still got a little comedy in me. Appreciate that, beloved. Drying some clothes. It's like I was saying. Y'all know y'all get these fragrances, these renewals, and all these sprays and these chemicals, these paraffin candles, and if y'all don't stop with all that crap, I tell you what. Get you some orange pills, you know, or use lemon. Get you some damn near 100% real vinegar, white vinegar, and some water. Boil for 5 minutes your orange rinds or your lemon rinds. Add a little rosemary to it. About a cup and a half, 2 cups. You got your little bottle. You're not drinking it, so you don't worry about the PFAS. It ain't going to, you know. Yeah. Anywho, you're already full of that. Once it cooled down, go ahead and get rid of the boiled lemon rind and rosemary. Pour that in your container. Add a little vinegar. Then put your fresh lemon or orange rind and a fresh stout of rosemary. Spray that and clean. Use that. Stop using this stuff that they're selling at these stores, and stop buying your children them Cheerios and that honey nut Cheerio. You know that stuff was giving you a heart attack. Stop eating that garbage. And what did I say about olive oil? The best one I'm not gonna tell you the best one to purchase. You gotta look into it. And then they'll go out there and start tampering with it if they haven't already. Who remembers the period of time when the avocados taste like crap? The Haas avocado. Nobody said a thing. I was just waiting. I was like, okay, I'm going to mention them. We'll see who else ran with it. Nobody ran with nothing. Now all of a sudden you got all these Arab Americans and all these individuals talking about what some of us was talking about. And I'm sitting there going, well, it's a beautiful thing. I'm not here to shoot the messenger. But nobody wants to pay attention to anything. They tell us before this. That's right. Nobody wants to. We are the. How you say it? With a tip of the spear. Huh? But our tip is real dull. Matter of fact, it's like a damn pool cue. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing. And people are still tolerating these individuals who don't know nothing. You're still harboring resentments and hate. No focus. You're all arguing with a bunch of people who don't know nothing. It's comical. And then you got the little goofy things y'all want to call trolls. Stop giving that energy. These bots and all these other stuff. The AI that wants to learn how to deal and read your body and everything. Because you don't know how to pull a blank. Ignore certain things. Block it. Whatever. Without getting all drama-fied. I'll make a post about certain things. And like, look at this. I guess I'm supposed to have some feelings or something. Y'all have not removed your feelings. Nor those fake emotions. No, I mean what I say. They're fake emotions. They shouldn't even exist. But because you're not living how you're supposed to live, the word living, oh, that is so. Anyway, you're not existing as you're meant to exist. You keep giving energy to these things. Your source, your, Je ne sais quoi. You gotta stop. You actually have to stop. I just wanted to come over and share that. Don't worry. Instead of reading at 5, because the East Coast 3 hours different, one at 2 hour, and I know at 5 it's 8 o'clock. I'm gonna read at 3:30, so it's gonna be 12 and 3:30. I'm gonna stay like that because that's some time between the time when I can actually do it. I'm always reading as long as I don't take my, which is usually I take my nap around 4 or something. That's what happened, and it was a strong one. Okay, that sun, I was out in that sun for a minute. Oh, shirt off. Just I wanted to get butt naked, but you can't do that over here. I just wanted to be out there just laying down there. You know what I'm saying? On the dirt, on the earth. Just but the shirt off was good enough, and I can see people driving by looking, going, wait, this guy's tatted up. What's that on his back? Uh-oh, let me turn around. They can't see that. I keep forgetting. Anywho, I appreciate y'all listening. I didn't want to be on here smacking the owl in the head. You know what I mean? And I appreciate y'all taking the time, really. Whoever comes through, I really do. And I hope you share this. I hope some of you share to my Cashapp. You know, that's what I was going to do, but I'll wait for a couple more days and I'll order some books. I don't know. I'll wait. Tomorrow I'll go and I'll have a look. All right? All right? But if you give to this, then what I'll do is at the end, if I get something, because, you know, like I said, they've been attempting to rob the account and manipulating stuff. When I call, they, oh, and everything goes green. So it's some fake Jew who feels some kind of way. We're worshiping the fake Satans or whatever. Who feels some kind of way. Oh, how dare he, when he, the worst thing they could do is even mess with me. But they're going to keep hiring them. It doesn't matter how many of them vanish or whatever, right? And, oh, well. And the ones that are still there doing it, well, that's good. I guess they got some hexes and stuff, think they're protecting themselves. No, they're just prolonging the inevitable. So, then I say that because that's where my energy goes. It's a fact. Whether you want to, I don't care what you believe in, because I'm not a believer of anything. You either know or you just don't. I always say when you don't know something, stay away until you come into knowing. And not everybody's going to have the same manifesto to walk or bridge a gap of that knowing, unless you do authentic, proper research with all the crazy and confusion they have out here. Everything's a puzzle. And then there's a lot of stuff that just don't mean nothing. And you've got to figure that out for yourself. Okay? So I appreciate y'all. I wish the sun was out right now, because I'd be right out there, probably half butt naked and, you know, frolicking around with some Speedos. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. I don't wear Speedos. I think make your stuff hurt. Anyway, appreciate y'all, my beloved sisters. A little humor in there, all right? And remember, if you need to look at Jordan Maxwell or Manny P. Hall or whoever out there, you know, have at it. DJ, what's up, beloved? I'm signing off. It's the hour mark, you know what I'm saying? But I appreciate y'all. I really do. Like I said, we are eternally bonded. DJ ain't been missing in action, throwing up some of them good words y'all need to be paying attention to. Like I said, there are people who are meant to do many things. And y'all just need to see everybody come together so everyone can learn, relearn, actually, or remember. You know, relearning and remembering is actually the same thing. Are y'all aware of that? Especially when you can shake the shackles of the lies we've been given, right? Remember that. Appreciate you all. Tomorrow, 12 o'clock.